YouTube, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, The Masculine Legacy. And in this video, guys, we're going to be talking about that how aging destroys the semen retention gains while you are on your semen retention journey, how it's going to mess up your benefits, whatever you have accumulated in your journey. We're going to be deep diving into this topic, so please make sure that you watch this video till the very end, like this video, share this video, comment on your views, and subscribe to my channel and press the notification bell icon to join the best tribe for young men's self-help kind of content on YouTube. So without any further delay, let's jump into the video, guys. So the basic reason, you will be hearing a lot of people these days who say that aging is beneficial, and yes, you can retain your semen while you can enjoy all these degenerate stuff, and why you can indulge in all kind of carnal pleasures and all kind of sexual pleasures who uh, just meant nothing, right? So I'm going to tell you that how it's bullcrap, and how this logic is totally flawed, and how it will ruin your celibacy streak, and you will eventually relapse, and you will mess up or your neurological wiring of your brain. I'm gonna give you some evidences from couple of books I've read and my personal experiences. So the reason why we are practicing celibacy, the reason why we are doing semen retention here is very simple, is to treat the dopamine centers of your brain. As you know that dopamine is your happy hormone, and it basically regulates your mood. So it's a good thing to have a healthy amount of dopamine, but it's not at all good to have irregular and to have exceptionally higher levels of dopamine, because anything in excess is wrong for your body. And what happens when you watch pornography, when you watch those nasty videos on internet, and when you are doing when you are beating your meat, when you are jerking off, what you are essentially doing, and it has been proven numerous times psychologically and medically, it's studies have been done on it. You can just go and google on it, right? It basically increases, it basically elevates the activities of your dopamine receptors, and your dopamine receptors of your dopamine centers in your brain, they secrete dopamine more than it is required to your body. And when you repeat this process in often numbers, and when you repeat this process in often times, your brain becomes accustomed, your brain becomes habitual to a certain level of dopamine, which is I must say, which is unnatural, right? Because you dopamine is something which gets secreted every time you make yourself happy. Let's say you go for a jog in a park, your brain will release dopamine. You eat your favorite food, brain will release a dopamine. You meet your friend, you meet your loved ones, brain will release dopamine, right? You do any kind of work, or let's say you are doing office work or something, whatever. If whatever you do, whatever your activities, there is, whenever there is a sense of accomplishment for your brain gives dopamine as a form of reward, right? And that's why you feel happy after completing your tasks, right? So the point is, the dopamine released in your day-to-day activities is substantially low, right? Is substantially lower than what it releases when you are jerking off, or it releases when you are watching all those videos and when you are browsing that stuff. The difference is significant. And I remember I was watching a lecture of Jordan Peterson, right? He's a clinical psychologist, right? Maybe you have heard his lectures, or maybe you have read his book, the 12 Rules for Life, and he speaks eloquently on this topic of pornography. And he he has a quote that pornography has killed the most potential in young men in these days, right? And he speaks very profoundly on this topic, and I have took this logic of dopamine from his lectures. And this logic is quite sufficient to prove that how dangerous it can be playing with dopamine, right? So when you are playing with your dopamine levels, your brain becomes accustomed to a certain higher level of dopamine, which is not natural, which is not healthy, and which you cannot get in your day-to-day life. And when you cannot get that that kind of dopamine levels in your normal life, then you go back to the pornography, then you go back to your old habits of jerking off or sleeping with random women or whatever, right? Those hookups and casual lives, when, because now your brain has been accustomed, it has been wired to get a certain kind of thrill, certain kind of experience, and that's why all the things are being messed up. So now you will ask that why I have explained this much when I was talking about edging, because edging is nothing but playing with your dopamine levels. What you are essentially doing is that you are playing a game with your mind, you are laying a trap with your mind, and you are cheating on your semen retention journey. You are basically saying that I will do things, I will indulge in carnal activities, I will indulge in all the kind of degeneracy, right? Or let's say hookups and being on dating apps and this and that and whatever you may name it. You are saying that you're gonna do that, but you will still somehow prevent ejaculation, and you will still somehow prevent uh, losing your vitality, losing your vital energy, right? And that's how you convince yourself that you will gain the benefits of retention as well as all the activities you are doing in your day-to-day life. But this is the catch, what I have explained. Whenever you are stimulating yourself, be it be it through masturbation, jerking off, or be it with being a woman, right? Whenever you are stimulating yourself, your brain is taking that kind of inputs into your brain, and your brain is making itself accustomed to a natural level of dopamine. And this thing is more in the case of jerking off rather than sleeping with a random women. Still sleeping with random women is wrong, still sleeping with hooking up and all these kind of things, it's wrong, I don't support it. But still, if you compare natural sex and you compare masturbation, masturbation is far more dangerous than natural sex, because in natural sex your brain does not releases that kind of dopamine, and it is natural because your body has been biologically wired to be with a woman. Your body is not biologically wired to just beat yourself and just take a nut off, right? So uh, this is why I explained you the logic of dopamine and how it correlates to edging. You are playing with yourself, you are cheating yourself, and you are telling yourself that you will get the benefits of retention, even though if you indulge in all these kind of activities, which is not true. Because eventually what's going to happen is that your brain will be accustomed, your brain will be designed, your brain will be formulated to get a certain level of dopamine thrill, and it's which is not true in the case of your day-to-day life activities. And this is the reason why you go back to your degenerate life, even though you think that you will leave all these things, but you don't leave all these things, right? Because your brain has been accustomed to a certain kind of lifestyle, and this is why people relapse more and more on semen retention journey. People will say that they will leave all these casuals and hookups and all these things, but they are not able to leave it because their brain is playing with them. They have messed up the dopamine centers into their brains. This is the reason, guys. And I always given a suitable analogy for edging. Edging is just like, let's say if there is a drug addict, right? And you give you say that that drug addict is, let's say, on a drug rehabilitation center, and he's trying to leave the drugs, right? He's trying to leave that uh, lethal, that dangerous addiction. And while being on his treatment, while being on his therapy, let's say if he decides that he will just take a piece of drug and he will just put it on the tongue, but he won't consume it, right? Are you getting my point? That's it's saying that you are taking a drug and you are putting it on tongue. You are just kind of experiencing it, but you are not taking it into your system. Do you think that this person will be able to leave the drug? Do you think that this person will be able to come out of the rehabilitation center, let's say 6 months down this line, clean, sober? No, it's not possible, because he is taking drugs in any format. He is still giving that kind of thrill, still giving that kind of dopamine thrill and dopamine spike to his brain, and he's playing with himself, he's cheating himself, right? That's what happens when you are trying to cure your prawn addiction, and when you are trying to cure your, let's say, you are doing semen retention, or you are doing celibacy, which is extremely important if you are a young man, and especially in today's day and age, right? So I have given substantial examples, and eventually what I have noticed on my personal journey is that no matter how much you retain yourself on edging, right, and you keep counting the days, you keep increasing the days, eventually you will relapse. It's inevitable. It's inevitable, guys. I've noticed it whenever I edge, whenever somebody of my in my friends, or let's say known circle, whenever I have asked them, whenever they edge, it's very common that within the 3 to 4 or 7 days they will just relapse and they will back to zero, right? So this is the reason why I discourage edging. This is why I support full-fledged celibacy. This is why I support full semen retention, because I know the benefits, right? And all these things which I have told you in this video, you can find them in a book, which is a very good book, and I recommend you all reading this book. This guy is a clinical psychologist, and 3 times award winner from Harvard University. You can go and read his book, and his name is David Baldwin, and the book is Why You Should Never Masturbate. You can go and read it on Amazon, and you can read it on Amazon Kindle, or you can find its link to that book in my description box. Whatever you like, whichever the way you like, you're gonna read that book, it's fine. You're gonna read the audiobook. I think the audiobook is also on the YouTube. You can go and read it or access it, so whatever. Or you can just listen these kind of videos, but the whole goal for launching these kind of videos is not getting views or subscribers, or like typical YouTubers. Yeah, I do have these goals, but the main goal is to pass on the information which has benefited me and which can benefited you, and which can, it can be a snowballing effect for the whole masculine community, and we can we can form a community of young able men who are lead better, who are able to lead better, who are able to uh, lead their lives better and their loved ones lives better, and who can protect the civilization, in especially in today's day and age, when there is a war against masculinity and war against culture. And guys, trust me, you're gonna first kill off this prawn devil, right? You're gonna first kill off this uh, addictive things around you, be it drugs, be it sex, be it masturbation, be it alcohol, be it smoking. Trust me, guys, you're gonna first kill all these addictions in order to become great. This is the very first step. You can be logging into 10 hours into your office, you can be reading a lot of books, you can be going to gym every single day, but still you won't see the benefits in your life in longer run if you don't kill your addictions. If you don't kill your addictions, if you don't leave them, in longer run, they just, your whole improvement and your whole this hard work bogus, it just means nothing if you are not curing your addiction. So that's it, guys, for this video. I hope that you got some kind of value, and if you have got some kind of value and some kind of knowledge, do let me know in the comment section. Smash that like button, and that will give your boy motivation to make all these kind of videos. That's my motivation. That's the reason why I'm being here. So subscribe to my channel. That's it, guys. I'll meet you in a new video with a fresh new topic. Till then, keep grinding, keep hustling, kings. Love you all. Goodbye. God bless you.